guys, welcome back. We need to chat about this whole impeachment hoax 2.0. Impeachment has officially moved to the Senate now, and it's just as dumb as it was when it was in the House. You can always count on Rand Paul when you need him most. When you really need him to make someone feel stupid, he's there with open arms. He used his speaking time in the Senate today to basically make Democrats feel dumb as shit, or hopefully a little bit ashamed. I don't know. I'm not sure if these people feel anything. I really don't know. But if they do, there's no way the things he said did not get to them. Most of the things he said, I agree with him completely on. He made the obvious points that Democrats are either not wanting to see or too stupid to see that this kind of shit is not going to bring unity. Not that any of us, I don't think, really think that that's what they want. I think most of us who have common sense know that's not what they're pursuing.
Democrats claim to want to unify the country, but impeaching a former president, a private citizen, is the antithesis of unity. Democrats brazenly appointing a pro-impeachment Democrat to preside over the trial is not fair or impartial, and hardly encourages any kind of unity in our country. Unity is the opposite of this travesty we are about to witness. If we are about to try to impeach a president, where is the Chief Justice? If the accused is no longer president, where is the constitutional power to impeach him? Private citizens don't get impeached. Impeachment is for removal from office, and the accused here has already left office. Hyper-partisan Democrats are about to drag our great country down into the gutter of rancor and vitriol, the likes of which has never been seen in our nation's history. Instead of doing the nation's work with their new majorities in the House, the Senate, and the executive branch, Democrats are wasting the nation's time on a partisan vendetta against a man no longer in office.
He made a fool of basically the whole impeachment just by speaking truthful statements. It's really that easy to pick apart what the fuck they're doing.
They have no ability to exist except in opposition to Donald Trump. Without him as their boogeyman, they might have to legislate and to actually convince Americans that their policy prescriptions are the right ones. Democrats are about to do something no self-respecting senator has ever stooped to. This acrimony they are about to unleash has never before been tried. Why? Because calmer heads have typically prevailed in our history and allowed public opinion to cast blame where blame is deserved.
You know, I haven't really heard any Democrats, vocally, I mean, citizens, not people in government, obviously. Clearly they're all on the same page. But I mean, Democrat citizens. I have not actually heard a word from them encouraging this shit. They spent 4.5 years wanting Donald Trump gone. He's gone, and they just can't let him go.
Ostensibly ask whether the president incited the reprehensible behavior and violence of January 6th, when he said, "I know everyone here will soon march to the Capitol to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard." Peacefully and patriotically, hardly words of violence.
It was nice to hear someone quote Trump accurately, saying that when he told people to go to the Capitol, he said peacefully and patriotically. Really hard to find proof of that being said, since Twitter deleted his account and basically any data that he ever held on the site. I've heard that there's one site that backed up all of Trump's tweets, and if I find it, I will put it in the description. But I think it's important to note that they are trying to literally rid him from the internet. Any proof of existence of Trump and his words, they're trying to get rid of. Anyways, Rand Paul also did the genius move of calling out every single time Democrats have literally told people to attack other people.
But what of Democrat words? What of Democrat incitement to violence? No Democrat will honestly ask whether Bernie Sanders incited the shooter that nearly killed Steve Scalise and volunteer coach. The shooter nearly pulled off a massacre. I was there because he fervently believed the false and inflammatory rhetoric spewed by Bernie and other Democrats, such as the Republican health care plan for the uninsured is that you die. As this avowed Bernie supporter shot Steve Scalise, nearly killing him, and shot one of our coaches and 2 or 3 of our staff, he screamed, "This is for health care."
Congressman who was shot in the hip has been identified as Steve Scalise.
He is the Republican House Majority Whip.
No Democrat will ask whether Cory Booker incited violence when he called for his supporters to get up in their face of Congress people. A very visual and specific incitement.
Please don't just come here today and then go home. Go to the Hill today. Get up and please get up in the face of some Congress people.
No Democrat will ask whether Maxine Waters incited violence when she literally told her supporters, and I quote, that if you see a member of the Trump administration at a restaurant, at a department store, at a gas station, or any place, you create a crowd and you push back on them. Is that not incitement?
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome. People are going to turn on them. They're going to protest. They're going to absolutely harass them until they decide that they're going to tell the president, no, I can't hang with you.
And truthfully, if anybody knows about political violence, it's Rand Paul. So many shitty situations he's been in due to people's political unrest. If there's anyone who should be talking about this and the things that cause it and the things that don't, I think it's him.
My wife and I were pushed and surrounded and screamed at by this same type of mob that Maxine likes to inspire. It's terrifying to have a swarm of people threatening to kill you, cursing at you, and literally holding you hostage until police come to your rescue. That night we were assaulted by the crowd. I wasn't sure if we'd survive even with the police protection. But no Democrat has ever considered impeaching Maxine for her violent rhetoric.
Rand Paul won't even say her name. Rand, you won't even say her name. It's in your state, and you won't even say her name.
Yet Democrats insist on applying a test of incitement to a Republican that they refuse to apply to themselves. I want the Democrats to raise their hands if they have ever given a speech that says, take, back, fight for your country. Who hasn't used the words fight figuratively? And are we going to put every politician in jail? Are we going to impeach every politician who has used the words fight figuratively in a speech? Shame. Shame on these angry, unhinged partisans who are putting forth this sham impeachment, deranged by their hatred of the former president.
He's obviously correct in saying that impeaching people, especially when they're already gone, the point of impeachment is to remove a sitting president. So what they're doing, I don't know. But it's a dangerous thing to do because then it opens the door to all kinds of other bullshit. All kinds of other illegal, illegitimate bullshit. If Democrats keep doing this, what's the point where we do something? Where do we draw the line?
But impeaching or censoring or expelling a member of Congress you disagree with? Is the truth so narrow that only you know the truth? We now have the media on your side saying there is only one set of facts, one set of truth, and you can only interpret it this way. But you can't impeach, censor, expel people you disagree with. What's this coming to? In a few minutes, I will insist on a vote to affirm that this proceeding we are about to enter is unconstitutional, that impeachment of a private citizen is illegal and essentially a bill of attainder, and that no sense of fairness or due process would allow the judge in the proceeding to be a partisan Democrat already on favor of the impeachment. A sham, this is, a travesty, a dark blot on the history of our country. I urge my colleagues to to reconsider this kangaroo court.
Democrats, at least the ones we have in government right now, I'd say just about every single one of them, like 98%, are the biggest hypocrites on the planet. And they don't even realize it, or they don't care. But I really think most of it is them not recognizing it. Every single thing they did not like about Trump, claim Trump was, they are and they're doing. They've really convinced themselves that they're the good guys, that what they're doing is just, what they're doing is in the best interest of all of us. It's super disappointing that this is what they're doing. They get the House, they get the Senate, they get the presidency, and they still just can't let Trump go. They're gonna waste more time, more money on shit that doesn't fucking matter and isn't true and doesn't count because he's already gone. Let me know your thoughts on the things Rand Paul said, your thoughts on the impeachment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.